nickel bag gets sold in the product. I want in.
Yo, check it out, man. It's your boy Shiest, Bubz, Mr. Kiki.
And your girl, Lisa B.
And we back on another podcast episode. You already know what it is. Check it out. NYC. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to brands, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of brands out there in New York. New York is a big place. But one name that stands above most of them, Big Certs. My
Big
man
Certs.
Stevie, what's up, man?
Sure, it was good. Thanks for having me.
Certs life. You know what I'm
Certs
saying?
life.
What's goody?
Certs world. You know, Certs.
Word. What's good, bro?
Chilling, man. Working, man.
Good to see you. Merch looking jazzy.
That merch is fire. I
Got the
love
face
it.
mask. You know, the little
The
headphones
face
on
mask, yeah.
there. Yeah, little
The
headphone
Pooh
on.
Shiesty mask.
I got you. I got mad shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I got mad shit.
That's a
I'm
fire
Big
sweater.
Shiesty. Big Shiesty. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Stevie here is no stranger to Bubz World. You know what I'm saying? The Smokers Club. You know what I'm saying? Heavy Smoke. He's one of the original legacy providers in New York City for a long time. You know what I'm saying? When I used to have the podcast back in the days, he was a guest. At that time,
Oh, you guys go back. You guys go
Even
all
way
back.
before that.
I mean, we talking about weed, so you already
Okay,
know.
yeah.
If you're talking about weed, it's the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Right? So it evolved from Piff Unit,
Piff
Almighty
Unit.
Piff Unit.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
some Piff
Damn, I should have
was-
bring the chain.
You should have brought that smiley face, man. You know
That's smiley.
what I'm saying? What's up with my man, man? What
He
you coming
good. He
out, man?
good. Shout out Wani Ping. You know, free him. He be home
Yeah.
soon. He blew trial 8 years for some bullshit.
Mm.
He didn't really want to listen. You know, nobody wants to go to jail, but I was telling him he'll take the low bit, but he felt in his heart he could have beat the case in trial. I can't tell nobody, you know what I mean? Let's go. But he blew. We got 8 joints. He been down 2 already.
2 years, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. Like, is it 2? Or gonna be 2.5? No, not 3.5. Hell no. It's like 2, 3, almost 3. We almost had 3 joints, but he got an appeal because when he blew trial in the beginning, you know, you got like them first couple months to put in that appeal, whatever. And at the time, like, whoever was dealing with this shit didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knew. We thought they was handling it. So, and at the time, me and him was like fake arguing.
Okay.
So we wasn't really talking. I ain't talked to him for a year and shit.
Mm.
So finally he hits me up one day and we talking. I'm like, yo, nigga, what's up, boom? I got my lawyer on this shit. And they got the appeal just recently. They've been working on it for a year because COVID slowed up a lot of shit.
Right.
Thank God.
But he's good. He should be coming home, God willing, in a couple months, definitely before
That's
the
what's
year
up.
ends. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Better
what's
than
up.
8
Wani
joints.
Ping.
Yeah, that's my other half.
Shout
you know,
out to
that's
him,
my-
free him.
That's my little brother, yeah.
So, you know, the brand has evolved since Piff Unit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? When did the emergence of the new brand, Certs, come about?
Like, it basically, you know, I had the company out, Premium Cannabis Flowers. That was out before Certs. Certs was just a strand. I came out under the company when I just collabed with Jokes Up with LB.
Right.
And when I did the Jokes Up stamp with it, it just elevated. I got a lot of hype off of it because I was running with them. I was going everywhere, every state. I was in the worst spots. I'll never go back to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Moneybag Yo. I was in his crib. This shit's crazy, but I would never go back to Memphis ever. And
You wasn't feeling that energy?
yo, bro, them niggas is on death time.
Heard you.
Sheesh.
I'm not playing, bro. I gotta go home with my kids, you heard? Maybe 5, 6, 10, but nah, fuck that.
Just stay away.
Bro, these niggas out there freely
They
with
not playing.
choppers and shit. Coming out the club, police there. I'm like, nah, I can't. It's just too much. I ain't like it. But, you know, that's how the Certs came about under the Premium Cannabis brand, because I was vending already with that company out in, like, Cali with the High Times and the Kush stocks and all that shit. Whatever.
You've been in the weed game forever.
Yeah.
Let's go all the way back because we jumped a little bit because we got right into it because the Certs is so popping
Yeah.
so hard on the shirt. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
technically, I go back, like, when I really was selling, I was selling dirt, like 95 with the Jamaicans. And, you know, we got a lot of Jamaicans I was raised with from my hood.
Mm-hmm.
So they showed me how to do, like, the chocolate spray and the Guinness and all that on it when I was young. So that was, like my first real come up with some bread where I was stacking money off.
Some
but
chocolate.
while we was still selling dope and shit, though, like, you know what I mean? And coke, but,
Yeah, 90s was a drug era.
yeah, of course.
Real drug era.
But the weed was there.
I was a
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, nah, it was lit. You know, you had crack, heroin, everything was all in these blocks mixed up, whatever. So, and where I'm from, 119 2nd Avenue, is like an epic area for that shit. And it was just, crazy, but I always managed to sell my bud in between because I was smoking since a kid. So, and then the haze, I was like, as a kid smoking, I'll be like the little doja for all the get money niggas who had the heroin and all that in the block.
So
How
go
old were
get the
you?
weed.
I was like 15, 16 at the
Okay.
time. Yeah. So I'll go like uptown to 174th Autobahn with Ruben, the original.
Hello.
Yeah, you know
That's
what I
the
mean?
block that birthed us all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Facts.
On some G shit though.
Yeah.
Really?
What?
He got deported and shit, and then Juan and Chuck had it or whatever. But in the beginning, I used to go over there and I'll be the nigga trying to, yo, I got 400, let me get 2 times extra, you know, trying to, whatever it was,
your
trying
extras.
to get
Trying to
extra.
Come
come
back
up.
to the
You
block.
trying to come up.
Hey.
That's what I
Exactly.
was doing
You was hungry.
in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I think every story I think coming from weed from, that's automatically. Like, so I was doing that, coming back, then I started smoking that fire. It was like the Jamaicans, I started slowly pushing away.
It was
But-
no going back.
Yeah, because it's like once I started smoking, I started to sell the dirt because I couldn't get that haze. They wasn't selling like weight to us.
Yeah.
They would just be like only times and
Haze
20s.
was 450 an ounce, but they wouldn't even sell it to you
They wouldn't
because
sell it,
the bust down is like 700 plus,
Yeah.
800.
Yeah,
So
facts.
you buying an ounce, you taking away from somebody who's not even from here over here hustling,
And they shit bubbling
and
automatically
they popping because they got it.
all day.
So, ounces was, that's what I was just having a conversation the other day with the Happy Monkey guys from Broadway. And, they from Broadway, so it was never dimes. It was always dimes. It was never ounces and none of that. You couldn't get that. You buy dimes, 20s, 50s, 100s. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nickels and all that other, peddler shit. You dig what I'm saying?
That's the nice breakdown right there, right? Like when
That's what we was doing. That's, how you
what it
getting the money
was.
at when you
And
moving
it
so
wasn't
consistently.
for everybody. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Because the haze at that time was basically controlled by the Dominicans.
Okay.
You know what I'm
All the
saying?
way, yeah.
Because they was getting it from the Cubans and they was bringing the work back.
We ain't understand that game yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They was pushing it off like, yo, we got this. And you know what I'm saying? So they come up here and, you know what I'm saying, Broadway, you go buy some work. You know what I'm saying? They got the exotic. You like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
0.3 for $10. Then you smoke that shit.
and
And
you
you like,
understand why.
yeah, you like, yo, what the fuck is this shit?
real.
This shit different. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact.
That shit just hit different. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
That
you been
era.
smoking. You had the piff.
Yeah, and
we
you know-
all had the piff.
Yeah.
If you was getting
Piff,
money,
I remember when we used to call it that piff.
yeah, I started with us.
Facts. I
I'm with
agree
some-
with
It
that.
started.
with
It started.
OGs right
It started
now,
with
people.
Harlem, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's over here. We you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like when that shit hit, like when we was going uptown, I caught a case. I did my first bid as an adolescent. I did 8 months in a 4 building on the Bullet. And I came home, I'm like, yo, I'm not fucking with it. Cause I had the dope and all that, and I got caught up in some shit.
Eastside shit.
Yeah, Eastside shit. So I was like, yo, I'm not doing that no more. I went hard with the bud. I met the new niggas who had the Autobahn shit, you know what I mean? And they were giving me packs like a worker, you heard? And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just see what it is. And then I was telling them, yo, I need to buy weight. I got this bread. Nah, they curved me. I went to Dykeman Burger in the Maliandro.
Mm-hmm.
They looked out for me. I started like that. Started bumping my shit. And then, like, 99, that's when my uncles came to me like, yo, I know how we gotta do it, because I wasn't really out of eye with them like that. You know what I'm saying? And they came to me with this whole platform of, nigga, you gotta go to Miami. We're gonna go to these Cubans and Kendu and the garage grows and all. And I'm like, I didn't even understand that, you heard? Real shit. Because
What
I
year
was
was
getting
that?
weed from, that was like 99.
Right.
I was getting like Beaster shit from Canada and all that. That was the furthest. Cali wasn't even in my mental at all. It was just Canada and Dykeman. My
That's
uncles.
interesting. Getting your bud from Canada. I didn't
Yeah,
Canada
because I
had
used
it.
to
That
have
was the
people in
green bud.
Buffalo University, so I never used to go to Canada direct. I used to go to the college ground and meet up with them there. And that shit would come in through Niagara Falls. That was like 10 miles from where I was at. And they'd just bring it to me right there, and I'd drive that shit back to New York up here, 9 hours, 8 hours. But
Craziness.
they had that blueberry shit. But the haze, like 99, when my uncle took me out there and we seen that, I started working for my uncle on my block that I already was picking up. But the proposal they gave to me, I was making more money, and I was with a team that was more organized.
Okay.
So I took that deal, even though I wasn't eye to eye with them. I took the deal, and I was making a band over each P. We were selling 5-6 Ps a day. I'm making 5,000-6,000 a day. I ain't
Lit.
gotta worry about them going here and you know what I'm saying? But I had a big job with collecting the money, and we didn't think it was gonna get that crazy, bro. 30 days, we had 1.7 mil off selling $20 bags of weed, 30, 40,000 a day on the block. You know what I'm saying? So now I can't even go outside. I'm in my crib. I got all type of apartments in the Bronx. I'm living in drug dealer buildings. I'm bumping the niggas. Yo, I gotta get up out of here, move out another building. Like, it was crazy like that. People don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
It was more money.
It was a high risk.
It was more money with the weed.
Risk.
Not only high risk.
And I got all the work, too. And on
But
top of that,
the price of a pound was so
it was
high.
$6,500.
You know what I'm saying? So think about it.
And we was paying $3.
2 pounds was more than a quarter key of coke at that time.
Yep.
Wow.
Facts.
2 pounds.
And
you
it's
get over
harder.
2 pounds, you outside.
And it's harder to hide 100 pounds when you got to keep them in deep freezers.
Especially when them shits
Because
stink.
the haze had to stay in deep freezers to have a longer shelf life.
Lifespan,
you know?
yeah.
You know? So we got 4 or 5 deep freezers in my crib, nigga, with my kid. I had my second kid at that time. But I was trapping, but, you know, nobody was coming to my crib. I had family. It was locked in, but still you got other people around, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that shit was just going crazy. It was going crazy. All the rappers started coming. It was just like, then my cousin Lumi D, shout out to Lumi D, she started popping 2000, 2000.
Oh, that was the song.
Yeah, you know, in
back
the clubs, it was
day.
going crazy
Yeah.
before she actually caught the Universal deals. So we was in the clubs going crazy already with the record, and it was just like, everything was so perfect. But it was a lot of work and a lot of risk and a lot of lost time in that shit, bro. Like, real shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get to enjoy no life getting money at that era. Real shit. There was no going out on trips, no.
Yeah.
My shit was Miami, New York. Miami, the block. If I left the block for a day or two, it won't do the numbers it did unless I'm out there.
Right.
Because the
That's how it
people
usually be.
like to
Hands
see
on.
me.
They
The
want
people
to
wanna
see
me. They
the
want, yo, what's up? 'Cause I used to smoke. I used to be out there with Redman. Half of the Wu-Tang Clan. God bless the dead, my nigga Chip. That when he
Chip
first
Banks.
got, you know what I'm saying? So he was bringing them early. So these niggas I was smoking on the block with me, chilling all day. They wanted to do that. And once it got too crazy, you'll see the numbers fluctuate. I had to go back out there. And then watch these niggas bagging up in the crib. Make sure the money straight. Vacuum it up, fly back to Miami with 8 different niggas, bringing in 100-something bands each. Like, it was crazy. And I'm orchestrating that with family. Like, you know, we learning that shit and going, like, you know what I mean? And then that shit just went crazy, but like everything, like, it just broke down. Just like everything else.
Right.
It break down. I went to the feds. I caught a charge in Rhode Island, a federal charge. It was state first. The feds picked it up.
Was it
How
for
much
weed?
time did you do?
That case only did 11 months.
Was it for weed?
Marijuana.
Yeah.
For coming
That's
from Miami.
crazy.
Oh, so you fall right into.
Oh no, I'm late already. I got that shit locked up. I'm late. And my indictment, I just did my bid for too, was for marijuana, secret indictment with heroin and marijuana. So my shit, I'm all the way a candidate. I got a fast
This is a poster child right here, baby. You shit.
And
me.
I got 100 cases, misdemeanors
And guess what?
that fits in.
Guess what? From one legacy poster child to another, you are definitely that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah, I appreciate you.
100,000%. Like, you've been putting in work for mad
You've
years.
been doing this. You a legacy.
Big time. Not on some
Still
little
working,
nigga
still
shit.
working, still working.
And not only you're a poster child, but you're also a poster child for the fact that, you know, when they come in with this legalization, right, and they approach our community, you know what I'm
They
saying?
need us, bro.
They don't understand.
Exactly.
But
They need us.
not only
you
do they need
guys.
us, but they don't understand how much money we've already touched.
Yeah.
So you know
They
how it
can't.
works already.
They can't really fathom it. You know what I'm saying?
They won't believe it.
And
We
to,
Fortune 500 companies,
and
bro.
to, and to bank
Real
on
shit.
those
Our
numbers.
life
That's why
is
they
a
trying to
Fortune 500.
tax.
Right.
That's why they
and to
trying
bank
tax.
and to bank on those numbers, they can't do it because they, you know, they're who they are and we are who we are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, our
you
life
can't
built
you
that.
can't
You
bank
can't
on that
take
because
that.
we could
Yeah.
crash this shit. We could be like, we're not fucking with that.
Exactly. And
And it's
then
over.
what? Then they out of business.
Yeah.
Then it's dried up. They're never gonna be out of business because that's what they do. But
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
But they need us to keep it moving, to keep this money fluctuating, keeping that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we need each other though. But we
Yes.
control the imagery, the creation of this shit. Like the way the
Experience.
hustles. Like we done built blocks up that had managers,
Real
pitchers,
estate.
fucking stash houses, runners to pick the work up to bring it. This is these is LLCs, these corporations we did
Yes.
in the hood.
1,000%.
In the hood. So imagine if they was to put
This is open conversation. To have a spot in the hood, right, meant that you had real estate in the hood,
Yes.
and that you were strong enough
power.
to hold it down.
Of course.
Because
Yeah.
if you had real estate, niggas was coming for you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm from one block my
How
whole
long
life,
was
yeah.
your block activated
From
for you?
honestly moving all the way to my little brother went to jail because I gave it to him years ago.
Right.
He kept it going.
My block lasted for 10 too. So
Yeah,
you
so
know what I'm
we
saying?
was like from like 99 to like 2012.
That's
My
a
shit
nice
ended
run.
basically
So, like, I went to jail 2013.
2000. Really capping. My shit ended in like 08. You know what I'm saying?
See, but my little brother kept that shit.
Right.
You know,
I
he
ain't
seen
passed
what I
on.
was doing.
I shelved
Passed
it.
it to the family.
I left, me personally, from 99, like
Took the show on
09.
the road.
09, I just let my brother,
We took the show on the road.
word, took it on the road.
And
We took it on the
like
road
shit,
because
it's a
you know
market
what?
For everything.
Because you know what? It's evolution, man. You know what I'm saying? And from Piff Unit and the evolution of the block and getting money to actually joining forces with another brand, Jokes Up. You know what I'm saying? When did that come about?
Really, how that happened was I had booked them for runs.
When did it happen though? What year? Right before COVID, right?
Yeah, way before COVID.
Way before?
Okay.
Way,
So what
way.
year was this? Like
That was like, damn, I wish I had the
2018?
flyer on my phone. It was like that, maybe the ending of 2018, something
Right.
like that.
Okay.
And but it wasn't a Jokes Up thing. It was a Runts thing. I booked LB for Runts because Pottery wanted him for his birthday party and the events we were doing at the time, the Players Club, right? So we booked them, and they came, they popped up, and there was the whole entire fucking Runs gang, Shark Lotto. Shout out Zowers, God bless the dead.
Limo.
And it was just, they bring 1,000 niggas and they bring the rush. It was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, but the crazy shit about it, that wasn't our biggest party though.
Right.
That was like our third biggest party. But it was epic though to see, I seen customers online for 3 hours, bro.
Wow.
Fire. Niggas cashed out.
I raised the price the next day. I was doing $60 apes.
Right. Now it's
$60,
75.
150.
80,
I see niggas
not
online
75.
157 them quarters.
Yeah.
Yo, 150 quarters, bro. That's what we got
That's
now.
it.
Yo, Jokes Up.
Jokes Up.
Yeah, both my strain was already coming because LB was like, yo, King, you gotta do
How
something,
important?
you know what I mean?
How important was it to you to collaborate with the Jokes Up brand at that time?
At the time, it was dope because that was new. Runs
was.
Ben was rocking.
Right.
But Jokes
It
Up,
was
I
only
seen
rocking for
LB.
it was only rocking for like a year though.
Yeah, no, not Ben. Like when we got them, they were just a year ago at that time. They wasn't even like, you know, but it was big for the
It was
community.
moving fast.
It was moving fast. Like, so it was like, oh shit,
Runs
what the
was
fuck?
definitely way.
And you know, if you was in
Yup.
Cali, you'll know more of you out there because you seen it out there. That's why I seen it, 'cause I was bringing it out here from out there. Shout out to us Beezy. I was fucking with him. I was in the Bay for a long time. So I seen what they was doing. It just, people wanted answers here because there was so much fake runs. So we
Yes.
bring them and answered everybody. Like, look, they got all these shits. You're getting it from them.
Right.
Direct. There's nothing
We
more
down
to
with
answer.
them. We fuck with
Yeah.
them. We associated. We affiliated.
Now I
Look,
got all this.
now you
And
get
it
it.
turned up. And I went everywhere with LB. Wherever he told me, yo, King, pull up, I was there.
Right.
You
Shout
know
out to
what I'm
LB.
saying? Shout out to LB.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how Jokes Up came about. It came about with all of us putting in the footwork. Because Runts was already his name with Cookies and Burner and Ray Ray and Nick. You know what I mean? That shit was what it was doing.
Do you have other what other brands are you associated with or affiliated with?
Hairstash. Hairstash is actually the one who gave me the cut for Certs.
Okay.
It was their original G6.
Wow. G6.
And it was their G6.
That.
And what I was doing in the black market, and they was like, bro, keep that, because we coming in here in a minute. So I just waited. I ain't pay no way. I ain't paying nobody nothing to get in anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I just let my game get me in there.
You from New York? And I mean,
Harlem
we control the, you know, we dictate the
And we
market
love to
too,
work.
as far as customer wise.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Customer appreciation, man.
Yeah.
They always right,
Customer-
as long as they respectful.
Exactly.
And you're always gonna get some gas here in New York because New York is an international city where
Yes.
every
Yeah.
race, creed, and culture is here. So somebody's gonna have that gas. I don't care.
It's always
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah, somewhere,
24 hours a day.
somehow you can find
That's
it,
a
you can
fact.
get it. You know what I'm saying? So on the evolution of the Jokes Up for you, you know, Certs has become a stamp itself. It's
Yeah.
become almost like
His own brand.
its own jokes up type of shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
'cause-
Do you have stamps underneath you also?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
How many do you have?
How many stamps do you have?
35.
35?
Wow.
Shout out to all of them. I can't say their own names, but shout out all
Are
y'all.
they on all different states, right?
Yeah, all different
Okay.
states.
All right, so no disrespect to none of the stamps under, you know, in the 35 stamps.
Of course.
But what's the 5 best stamps that are like working really hard right now?
I can
on
say
the
that
top?
respectfully.
Yeah.
You got antisocial Certs. You got Fetty. What is it? Fetty Certs, right? No, not CeeLo Certs.
Mm-hmm.
You got Guac Certs. You got Pilones. You got Snoopy's. You got Tweakers. You got there's a lot, bro, that's really like
Moving.
I got them in Cali, bro. I
Right.
got them with their own little shit.
So the stamps they're not just in New York, they're like in other states too?
They were, yeah, like they come with me. Like if you see what I do a lot of tours.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to do the tours, but I do it because I'm a team player. This is my team. I gotta take lead.
Right.
So I do these tours so people could come out to see me and get to touch these brands that rep under me, so they can see it's more than just me and everything's different.
Everybody's moving.
Everybody.
All the strains and everything's different.
Everything's different.
Oh, that's
Everything's
good.
different. Everybody want runty palettes. It's all different shit. It's all, bro, that shit is easy, bro. There's so many fucking, like, they fucked up, bro. They let a nigga learn, like, it's over, bro.
Right. So on the learning side for Certs, so you have your own cultivation basically.
Yeah, oh yeah.
at
Shout
this
out
point.
the other boys, yeah.
Okay, so you got cultivation. You're in stores. You know,
Yeah, we in
Certs
stores.
is in stores. What's the next move for New York? Are you trying to attain licensing? Or you...
Yeah, of course. Right now I'm in the whole shit, like I told you, the micro licensing, the 3 and the 5, which is basically a distribution license and a distro license, which is like, I mean, a retail license is basically I could package my own shit up and sell it out to anybody.
Right.
Any legal dispensary. And I could also carry my own clones in there and sell, carry my mother's and sell clones, which a lot of people don't know, but that's another hustle.
So it's cultivation. How are you gonna do the cultivation part? Are you gonna do a cultivation license also?
No, I don't want. I got my peoples that do that. That they gonna do that. I like to stay in my lane. Like I'm
Right.
not
Yeah.
a grower. Later, maybe when I'm
Not on the move
into
so
the
much.
yeah, because I'm on my brand thing. Like no disrespect to the cultivators, I feel like they don't really get their props like they should.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
that's
Unless they branded themselves. If they ain't brand themselves and they not out there like how we moving and shit, they don't really get that credit.
Well, it's shout outs to all the cultivators and the
Yeah.
breeders and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like making a pair of sneakers.
Okay.
Do you shout out the people who made the sneakers?
No, it's too much. It's too much.
It's
Shout out-
people behind the scenes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You give
Yeah.
the shout out to the brand.
yeah.
You know?
And it's kind of whack because you pay so much money. That's the most expensive license to get.
it is.
The building, the whole shit to get it done right. Like we talking millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? And they get the least credit, so that's why
Do
I
they
make
get
sure
the least credit and the most money, or
They
they don't
probably
get the
do.
most money out of it.
Yes.
nah?
Oh, they don't?
I could break it down.
Nah,
man.
they're farmers, man.
I
You gotta,
actually got
you
money
gotta
in
be
Yeah, but I
respectable.
think
respectful.
that they're getting rid of so much.
That was
like,
part of the whole
just-
transition right now.
All right,
what's
look,
going
I'm gonna
on.
break it
Go ahead,
down
break
here,
it
right?
Okay.
Let's say right here, this space right here costs us $25,000 a month to grow. $25,000 a month to grow, say 50 pounds a month right here, right?
Okay.
50 pounds every 2 months, 60-something days, whatever. We pulling 50 out of here, right? So that's 50,000 a month. I'm just giving like a bullshit thing.
Yeah.
50,000 a month. You pulling out 50 pounds, right? Say the grower's selling it 1,500, 1,700 legally. They making 50 times,
Say 2,000.
say make it even, it's 100 bands or whatever, right? Boom.
Yeah.
And they paying out 50. So they make 50 clean. Now, those pounds, when I get them, I'm going to make
Double that.
off that 50.
3 times that.
Off
4
that-
times that.
Off that 50, I'm going to make 150,000.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with no bills, that's my profit margin.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it don't add up for them. But that really don't got nothing to do with them. Cause we shooting out here, you know,
Shooking
but
and jiving, hustling, risking jail.
We moving out
Not
here.
that they not, but you know
but
what I'm saying?
it's just two different lifestyles. Like, you know what I mean? We went through a little more struggle on this end.
You guys put the footwork in, basically.
For us over here, yeah, hell yeah, we
Footwork.
do, hell yeah.
Yeah.
For the branding, anything, we've been branding since
We
we
used to have to
trapping
go
in
to
corners.
we used to have to go to jail to market the weed.
Yeah.
All right?
That's
Like
a
going,
fact.
how many weed arrests you got? See what I'm saying?
know.
You know what I mean?
had
Niggas got
some,
arrested
too.
just coming out my block, 1,000 rappers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was locked up with mad rappers and we just laughing about this shit.
Yeah.
2 days in jail and shit, like, shit is crazy, yo.
See,
That's insane. Smelling like shit and shit, like.
well, those days is over.
It's over.
Does it seem
Over.
crazy that
crazy.
that it's
It
over?
seems crazy.
Sometimes
It
I
We
still-
might never see
does.
jail.
Yo, sometimes I jump out the whip with the
You can
blunt
walk around
and I
and
still be
just-
like
Me
looking
too.
around like it's just a habit. It's fucked up. That's just like some mental shit.
We traumatized.
Are you,
They
are you
traumatized.
happy the game has evolved into this?
Yeah, hell yeah, we deserve it. I feel we deserve it more than anybody.
Oh, definitely.
When you say we, what do you mean by we?
The East Coast,
Heard you.
yeah.
Shout
the
out
East
to
Coast.
East Coast.
Yeah. You know, New York is the pioneer of the East Coast. That's how I feel, not just being from New York, just how we did everything, the fashion, the music.
Yeah.
It's always been like not taken away from anybody. So I feel like the same way. Who really got traps like how we was doing in the 80s and the 90s and like I said, creating
Can no one do it like New
corporations
York?
without knowing what you was doing. From having every person playing their strong point in what they can do in the business.
Well, we do have motivation having the biggest city in the world.
Hell yeah, we in the city that never
The
sleep.
best.
So we are inspired by that on the wake up.
And that keeps our tension so up. Like everybody
I know you used to have the same thoughts that I used to have in the mornings, which was like, yo, I wake up in the morning, I used to be like, yo, I'm gonna duck the police, man. Today.
Oh man, every day it was a
It was
you
a
gotta-
risk.
Yeah, every day.
As soon as you
get
walk out
pulled over.
No. You go
And your car smell like
go to
weed,
the
it's
store.
over.
You go to the store. Yo, you go to the store, right? And you like, yo, I might get locked up on the way to the store.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we send niggas to the store.
Word.
You shit me?
Especially my block, you get locked up.
Yo,
even in
go to the
corner,
store, yo.
It's over. They waiting for y'all.
Waiting.
You pick somebody you know the police ain't gonna fuck with. Go to the store. Go do this, go
Word.
do
That's
that.
in the young boys. Word. You know, we got the epic park over there where I'm from, so we used to be in there playing ball all day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So what's next for Certs?
Right now, like I said, I'm just going equity brand crazy right now.
Right.
I got 9 drops coming on 420 and cookies and a bunch of different stores out there and then other dispensaries that's not cookies. And at the same time, I'm working over here. We got the little smoke out joint happening on 420. Like
Your
I'm
events
trying
are
to
always lit,
Yeah.
by the way.
because we don't do them as much as, you know what I mean? They watering
Try to
it
keep
down.
them
Like
limited.
everything else.
It's oversaturated. That's
I ain't
how
gonna lie.
feel.
I caught myself right because I got so many vendors. I got so many companies that's under me. And they like, yo, bro, you gotta come out. I started doing an event every week to like keep them happy. But I'm showing them, look, bro, 30 people, 40 people coming out, which is cool, but we bigger than that. We shouldn't be doing this every week. We shouldn't be making ourselves so like,
Available.
yeah,
like you
like
want to
that.
remain
Like,
exclusive.
I feel like if we do an event, it should be for a reason, not to just set up tables and vent.
Yeah, you guys had the Thanksgiving
The
tour,
turkey ball
right?
trail, yeah. We went to
That's pretty cool.
11 state cities in 13 days, yo. That shit killed me. I ain't gonna hold
That's
you.
a lot.
That shit killed me.
That's big though.
Yeah, it
For
was.
Thanksgiving, that's a nice
That was our
vibe.
first time we ever did something like that on our own.
Big dog, man.
Yeah, on our own.
you
Do
shit
you plan
me?
on doing it this year again?
I do it
too?
every year. I got the
Okay.
Florida shit right now. We got the Florida tour July 20, 21st, and 22nd. 22nd is the Rolling Certs event we got in Miami.
Where can the fans, everybody watching, where can they tap in to the whole movement and like just?
My real Instagram page, because there's a lot of fake
Is
pages.
there a website?
I got the Certs.online website also.
Okay.
Certs.
Is there merchandise there?
Yeah, all merchandise. And I'm about to start putting the my own ticket link because Eventbrite been deleting my shit because niggas been flagging it.
Right.
You know how that shit goes. So I'm creating a whole system right now on that site, whereas I'm gonna have my own flyers with the ticket links and the packages we carry on the ticket links, and you can just get it directly there so nobody can flag my shit. I just refunded over 70 tickets in 3 days because they took 2 links down. So, you know, everybody automatically gets their money refunded. So now I'm on my 3rd link. And I don't even know if it's still up, but
The tour's coming up. Make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tour, the Florida tour is crazy. Is Orlando, Tampa, and Miami, 3 days back to back.
Weed is in dispensaries right now.
Yep, weed is in dispensaries, crazy. I have to search.
Where can they
first.
tap in with the Certs brand in New York City?
In the Bronx.
In the store.
Okay.
Pull up at the store.
Got clothes.
We good now.
Got
Pull
the
up to
clothes.
Cloud9 NYC, yeah?
Heard you.
Cloud9 NYC.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yep, KLOUT, the number 9 space NYC.
Okay.
Pull up,
Pull up.
respectfully.
Come get that Zai.
Come get that Zai shit, me.
It's all
What's
love.
up, Stevie? Take us out on this heavy smoke episode, man.
Take us out.
Will we take you out? I'll take you out. No, Lisa.
Talk to me.
Lisa, take us out.
Okay, listen. We just had a big conversation with the biggest, right?
Oh, my God.
The biggest.
Thank you.
Talk about it.
Thank you.
Certs, Shiest, Bubz, tuned in with the Heavy Smoke crew.
Yep.
Catch us every Friday.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me,
It
too.
was
You
great.
already know my G.
We
Make
learned a
sure
lot.
you motherfucking... When you watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Do all that
Come
shit.
on.
I'm new to this shit, yo. I don't even be doing like
We
right now.
naturals, though.
I gotta
sometimes we a
let me
little-
get some drops in real quick. This episode is brought to you by Certs. Jokes Up, Shiest Bubz, Lisa B, Stevie over here because he's the bag. All right, he's the bag.
bag.
The big bag.
New York.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Smokers Club. This is the headquarters. You already know what it is. We out of here.
We out of
Aye.
here.